Compton's got in Compton they shoot up schools too. They cruise through, some wearing red, wondering who's blue. Look, but we don't get no news coverage for our school shooting.
We don't. But you know what? Honestly, that did make the news back then. It made the news, but it wasn't like all over. You know what I'm saying? It was local.
It was local.
It was local. But when I tell you, like, he would have been the next LeBron James, and his brother ended up living out his dream. His brother name is DeAndre Liggins. I don't know if you guys may be familiar with who he is, but he ended up living out his brother's dreams. He ended up going to the league. He ended up going to Kentucky with John Wall. He ended up playing with okay.
Right. They altering the frequency, and the frequency and the pitch is what determines what the visual cortex will perceive. Right. Now let's get to the little boy.
Hey, before you get to the little boy, because I got to give you the other pieces. So when you get to the little boy, you can say, "Oh, okay, all right." Let's go. You got the twin shit down. All right, so like, and you got this part down, and you made a connection with the Matrix, saying with these different things. Okay, so what this computer was to do is, and I know for a fact that this computer exists in real life, cause I know a girl I used to date a long time ago. Her sister worked on this computer. She got a doctor's degree from Maryland University in computer science, and she was in the Air Force. She retired from the Air Force, but she ended up going to work for the NSA. These people, and she said she worked on this computer. And right, look at her house. I stayed at her house a whole week, and I was still finding rooms at the end of the last day that I was there. That's how big her house was. And in the backyard, they had like a bullet train system that they could get on and go to work, and it just bullet them right into this place underground. But they got this computer, right? And so what it was doing to speed up, to give you that synopsis, what it was doing, this computer collects data through the social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, whatever website. Go ahead. What's
critical to understanding the reach of the computer network is the origin of the internet. Modern internet was put together by Operation Paperclip scientists and melanated scientists from over here for military usage to communicate in far distances on the planet.
That's right.
So even though they say that everything is, people got independent websites, the root to it is owned by military.
That's right.
The military industrial complex owns the entirety of the global internet. I don't care where it's at.
Go ahead.
In several underground bunkers, what we call bomb shelters, there is internet shutoff and override switches. They're not the same. The shutoff switch will shut the entire internet off.
Go ahead.
Military been had this shit. This ain't nothing new. But they also got what's called an override. If you go to the movie 1984, if you go to the movie V for Vendetta, you keep seeing that the head of state keep popping up on everybody's screen. No matter what they own, no matter what they listening to, it's been taken over. We call it over here the EBS, Emergency Broadcast System, that comes across the EBN, Emergency Broadcast Network. What we don't know about it is, I don't give a damn what you own. It overrides everything if it's some real shit. It overrides your telephone, your TV, your radio. The only thing that you can get past with it is every channel of shortwave is not incorporated into the EBS.
Like two-way walkie-talkies, like the little...
No, that's called citizen band radio.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about shortwave radio. We don't even know about shortwave no more because most of us don't know about the time when AM was the main station and shortwave was the backup.
Go ahead.
People used to broadcast from their neighborhood for their neighborhood concerts on short band radio, and they could use The lowest settings on the AM is the highest settings on the shortwave. The lowest settings on the FM is the highest settings on the AM. You see how it works?
Yeah.
It's called a tiered system. These are all layers of frequency that's all flying through the air right now.
Go ahead.
Then you got citizen band radio, which is direct communication by two radios being able to reach the same frequency and broadcast one to the other. And this is where you get CB lingo being used by the police.
Go ahead.
They use the same lingo a lot of times as truckers. And it's no coincidence that all these truckers is about the main trucker union is calling for a strike if they ain't already striking.
Hey, that brings up another part of this thing, because I'm writing down questions that I'm gonna ask you later, because about what you're talking about, right? About the as we keep going through the breakdown, because so this computer is collecting all that data, right? Storing it up.
Yeah.
And then it's making a collective, it's making its own mind up based off of all these different, the information that it collect, what you eat, what you like, how you think, how your emotions, how can like you up and down, like the whole nine, they like your blood type, everything. They got all this in the file, right? This computer. And so as a collective, it's collecting all these different people that got their pages on these different social medias. It's collecting a pretty much a mental social construct from these people to create its own mind, and it's gonna base and run the government off of that, right? All right, now. Okay, so one of the twins was working on the machine for the Air Force or whatever, right? And one of the twins wasn't in the Air Force. He just was a guy that was I can't remember.
A civilian.
Yeah, he was just a regular civilian, right? His twin was a civilian. His other guy worked for the Air Force. Now,
where else did that story of two twins, one civilian, one in the military, play out at?
That's a good question. I don't know.
The first movie, Avatar. When you go back to the first movie, Avatar, you had the brother that was in the wheelchair, and his brother was his twin, got killed in combat. And so they needed him because the only way you had to be genetically compatible with the Avatar. It's the first Avatar. Okay, so when they found out he was in the wheelchair, they said it's not gonna matter. Long as he can activate the Avatar, he'll be able to walk in it.
Yeah.
Right? So they took him to the planet where it was collecting the unobtainium. It's just an Anunnaki story replayed. Yeah, and when he was collecting the unobtainium, then he took on his brother's avatar, and his brother was in the military. He was a special ops in the military, special forces. I think he was like a Green Beret or something.
Yeah.
That's what that played out at before. All this shit converges on connecting data. This computer you talking about right here, Space Odyssey 2000. Baba told you it was Hal.
Yeah, Hal. Why are you doing this, Hal? Why are you doing this? Yeah, so you
got to go back to Rosemary's Baby, because it was through artificial means that Rosemary's Baby was created, and the Demon Seed was the name of the movie. Yeah. It's all related. All this shit is the same story told from different perspectives from different storytellers. But they connect in key places that let you know it's the same story. The little boy blowing the horn looked like the little boy that played Damien in The Omen. Type up Damien.
I'm trying to tell you, man. This nigga got freckles and everything. Like it's these people. It make my flesh crawl, Roy. When I start looking at this shit and breaking it down, it make my flesh crawl to show how creepy these people is, man. In Hollywood, they real creepy, man. I'm telling you.
Look, all you got to do is just remember one thing. When you see it from your human perspective, ask yourself internally, what does this look like from a God perspective? How do guys see this shit?
I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see this little boy look either like Trump's son and Damien, and he got the freckles. That means something because them freckles come from an Irish background. Donald Trump is Irish with the red hair and all that, right? Then they put the explosives in the trumpet to blow it to take out the government, like as in Trump. With these Irish guys taking out the government. And all right, but let's go back before we go out to the take out the government part, because it's like one more key part. Now, this computer could call them on any phone. They couldn't get away. It could control, turn off cars. It could control cranes, stoplights. Any car that had a computer, it could shut it off. I mean, anything that was hooked to the computer, the web, it could control. Lights, cameras, action. You know what I'm saying? So the whole plan for this computer, they scared these people up and forced them to play this whole thing out, even getting them away from the feds and the other people, because this supercomputer had control over the drones, the drones they was using.
You remember in the Matrix when Morpheus was guiding Neo to escape the police? Mm-hmm. It's the same shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Enemy of the state.
That's right. Will Smith.
All of them connected. They all connected. They all full of codes. The codes is Masonic. The codes is intelligence organizations, the CIA, the Mossad, the KGB, etc. All these codes, they knew what they mean. They got a whole what's called a codex to translate. Mm-hmm. We have to figure it out, and they know exactly what's going on. Now that looked like the serpent room at the Vatican right there.
Right. See, this a room.
Same shit.
It's like
it's all
like
connected.
It's like 7 miles or something underground, and they got this big old long hall of these crystal barbs. They got all the information that's stolen from social media. That's why they bumped and got rid of everybody that was owning these social media. They pretty much bought them out. Google, all of them. Them guys at Google came up in a supposedly dead in an avalanche. Right? Something happened with an avalanche exploded and they came up missing. And then so all these people, they got even the guy that owned Apple originally. You know what I'm saying? Apple. So it's like they solely like, you know what? And then Ice Cube said on a song, Ice Cube said that one day he was driving home and them niggas tried to kill me with a drone. You ain't never heard that part? On that Trump song when you talking about Trump? He said they tried to kill him with a drone, huh?
Send me the song. I'm gonna listen to it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. He said Ice Cube said they tried to kill him. He would ride home in his Bentley, and all of a sudden them niggas on I think it was I-10 or something, and they tried to kill him with a drone, huh?
You know what's funny about that to me? Now this ain't gonna apply to very many people, but this directly apply to me.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, the one who did lethal injection.
Go ahead.
Death certificate, right? And the lethal injection is Eazy-E, Suge Knight Flip. The death certificate is Big Tookie, that's on Ice Cube. Mm-hmm. Right? Then you saying he mentioned about the drone, and what make that stick out to me is Dick Gregory said Michael Jackson was shot from the sky with a drone. Don't believe me? Look it up.
Dick Gregory be saying some shit, boy. I'm telling you.
Sometimes Dick Gregory be saying the most absurd shit, but it's to flip a code. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. For instance, he talked about the Buffalo Soldiers. Mm-hmm. And he said that the Buffalo Soldiers was something different than what they really was. The Buffalo Lodge is one of the oldest lodges on the land. That's why they was killing the buffaloes. They say for every time they killed the buffalo, they killed one of us. That's what they said.
That's right. That's right.
Big Gregory know that one of us organics from over here gonna know if he left bumped the Buffalo Soldiers, we gonna come back and straighten him out and tell him he should have left Bob Marley alone about them Buffalo Soldiers, because Marley is a lion. The buffalo to him is just prey. But Dick Gregory totem is different. I don't know what his totem is because I haven't done the investigation on it. But whatever his totem is, they don't see the buffalo like the lion. Right? Yeah. So he attacking the Buffalo Soldier, and the only thing it's going to do is make me go investigate. That's all it's going to do. Let's see who the Buffalo Soldiers is. They played them out in Fred Flintstones. As the what they call it, the Moose Lodge.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, remember we went over there. The Freemason Lodge on Flintstones. The real
right,
Frugal Lodge.
Over here, that's the Buffalo Lodge. If you pull up natives in buffalo headdress, this is where the name came from. Remember, we wear the animal pelts. We wear the wolves. They suck the blood. They the vampires. We the werewolves. But we ain't just werewolves. We wore cougar. We wore elk. We wore moose. And the bigger you is, the bigger the animal pelt you needed to conceal you in the darkness. Well, man, we got to know our warfare and our war strategy.
Hey, another part to add so as you build up on this, that to make a long story short, on them leading up to the bar with the trumpet, blowing the trumpet, right? The computer, based on this collection of the data of all the social media and how people thinking, the computer came to a conclusion that the people are fed up with the government, right? The AI came up to the computer. The AI came to a conclusion that the people, based on all the data they collect on all the minds off your phone, whatever, right? You get the picture that these people are fed up with the government. Now, the computer says, AI says, I will fix that for you if you agree to let me be your God. I'll fix it.
That's a contract.
Go ahead.
So remember, the devil can't make you do nothing.
Yeah.
He can influence you, though. He can suggest it. He can slide a piece of paper across He can slide a piece of paper across the table with an amount of money that you never thought you'd see in your life. And guess what? If you leave it up to him, you never will see that amount of money. If you do see it, you won't hold on to it. It's an old sharecropping agreement. The same in Hollywood, the same in the music industry, the same in the book writing industry. All forms of art. This is how they steal your soul, because your soul produces the essence that comes out as art. When they steal your art, that's a piece of your soul they got. But if you properly compensated for your art, that's called a redemption of a soul, or a soul that's never been sold. Right? The remedy is an alter ego. Right? You create an alter ego that they can take with them when they leave, but they can't take your essence. In other words, you write an ego script for your ego to follow from your higher self in order for you to always be in control of your own faculties, your own production, and your own finance. This is what every artist has been trying to fight for ever since they murdered Sam Cooke for it. They murdered Otis Redding for it. They murdered Jackie Wilson for it, tried to convince us that he just decided to die one day. And he was totally healthy before he took stage. We know what happened.
Yeah, right.
They dropped the goddamn lights on top of Curtis Mayfield, paralyzed him. They did a bait and switch on Teddy Pendergrass and put a drag queen in the car with him, make sure he crashed. Yeah, and the list of dirtball shenanigans and slime baggery that these motherfuckers was doing is like ridiculous.
Yeah, Elijah Muhammad said you can't fathom the mind of the devil. You can't fathom the mind of the devil.
Yeah, you can't
think he 10 times nasty.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
But the only way you can think, look, outwitting the devil. The only way you can outwit the devil is you got to think from a God level. As long as you following the devil's ways, you can't never see the world from a God view.
Go ahead. That's right.
Following the devil's ways is following them 3 rights of sin: Babylonian money magic, Babylonian blood magic, Babylonian sex magic. Remember, Baba told us about the porne, the spirit of the porne, that produces the over obsession with pornographic material.
Yeah, right.
Right. And a lot of us don't know what's being done. Somebody inboxed me and asked me to talk about incubus and succubus. All it is the energy, that's your natural sexual energy used against you in a conjure.
Right.
So you trying too hard to be righteous, you can't live your life, but life gonna live you, because you're gonna have these experiences, whether you accept them or reject them. And when you reject the experience you're supposed to have, nature takes its course and it comes back as an egregore of a belligerent nature.
Go ahead.
Right? You supposed to have